Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Malin Havefjell, and in this video I will try to answer the most common question that I get, and that is how much tax do I have to pay? And especially when you run your business as a sole trader, because when you run it as a sole trader, then you pay the tax in your municipality, and it isn't as easy as if you're running a limited company. Then you can say, okay, the corporate tax is 20.6%. Okay, fine, that's good to know. Well, when you run a sole trader, your tax is calculated like if you had all the income deducted with the costs and then the revenue as your salary. So you will be taxed as a salary for all the revenue in your company. And in Sweden there is a progressive tax, so the more you earn, the higher the tax rate will be. And so it can be a little difficult to calculate this. And I would suggest that we do it the most easy way, and that is to tell the tax agency our numbers, and then they will calculate it. And you can actually use the e-service just to get a feeling of how much will the tax be if I earn this kind of money. You don't need to file it, you don't need to send it in to the tax agency, but you can use the e-service. So that is my suggestion, and that what I will show you in this video, how you use that e-service. And if you have any other questions after watching this video, please contact me, and you do that by going to my website www.havefjall.se, and there you find my contact information. So let's head to the e-service. You need an electronic ID for this one, and it's called the preliminary income tax, or preliminär inkomstdeklaration as it is in Swedish. So I will show you where you find that one. So the first thing you need to do is to go to a website, type www.skatteverket.se, and then you enter their website, the tax agency. You can go this way by logga in if you want to, but I will show you where you actually find all the e-services if you want to find them another way. So if you go here to e-tjänster och blanketter, that's the e-services, and we press that one, and then we go to alla e-tjänster, that's all the e-services, and here you find them in alphabetical order, and the first one is the e-services where you need to enter your electronic ID to log in. There is actually some e-services where you don't need to log in with your electronic ID, and those you find if you scroll down to the end of the alphabetic. Here you find e-services that doesn't require an electronic ID. So if you don't have one, you can still use the e-service for calculating your income tax, and then you use another e-service than the one I will show you now, and that is called Räkna ut din skatt, calculate your tax, and then you need to know which municipality you live in to be able to use this e-service. But I will go back up here to preliminär inkomstdeklaration, and I will press the login button here. And then I need to have my electronic ID ready. So now we enter this e-service. And when you enter it, you will be asked to choose which one you want to send in this preliminary income tax return for. If you are allowed to send in it to if you run a limited company, for example, you will find both your name and the limited company's name here. If you run it as a sole trader, you will only find your name. So here we are showing which one we have chosen, and then we click next one, and now we choose which year we want to calculate the income tax for. Let's say we want to do it for this year 2023. We choose that one, and then we click next. Now we get new options where we can file information for the tax agency, or actually for doing this calculation, because we will only use this e-service right now to be able to calculate the tax and to get a hint of how much tax will it actually be. So you are running your company as a sole trader, and then my suggestion is that you start here clicking beräkningshjälp, and that is like a calculating for the profit or loss report. So here you type what kind of company you are running. Let's say you work as a florist, like you're selling flowers and things like that, and you are active. That means you are working many hours in your company. It's not like you're owing things that works for you. This is you work. Yeah, and let's say during the year we will have an income of 480,000 Swedish kronor. That is what we actually will get paid from our customers. And then we click the summon button. I will jump over some of these things and only take the most common one. To be able to sell all these flowers, I need to buy them, and let's say I buy for around 200,000 Swedish kronor. And I also have other costs in my company. I need to have a website, I have a accountant service and things like that. So let's say I have that for around 100,000. I don't know if these numbers are accurate. Oh, that was only 10,000. Let's put a number 0 here. And then we click the summon button. Now we come to the part where I actually really enjoy and like this e-service, because there are some tax things, adjustments that we need to do before we can actually calculate the income tax. And if you click on this beräkningshjälp, then you will get help with this one and you will not forget it. And this e-service recognize and know how old you are and things like that. So for the social security fees, this will help you calculate it. So when I click count here on beräkna, it calculates and do this deduction of the social security fees that you will need to do before we can calculate the tax. And then I click please put these numbers in the preliminary income tax. So now you see, here it is. And here you fill in information if you have other incomes, like if you are an employee, you fill in what you have earned as a salary. So this first page is only for your company. Now I will jump over all these and go to calculate. And here, now is the good part. Here we can beräkna skatt, calculate the tax. So if I click on this button, calculate the tax, I will get an information of what the tax would be if I earned this kind of money. So for me, the final tax would be 57,697 Swedish kronor. So you can use this e-service just to get help by calculating the income tax. Because now we know that number, I've written it down, let's say, and if you want to send this in to the tax agency, well, of course, then you click here. I have looked at all the things, but if you just use this e-service to be able to calculate the tax, to get a hint of how much tax will it actually be on this for my company, then you can stop now. You have it all here. You see, the tax will be for you. So this e-service helps you calculate the tax for you as a private individual, so you know, and the e-service recognize if you, for example, own a house and things like that. So that was how you do it, and I hope that you now have a little better view of how you can calculate your income tax by using this e-service. And it's free of charge. You don't need to pay anything for it. You only need to type in the correct numbers, or the numbers you estimate that you actually will earn during this year. So use it to get this hint of what the tax will actually be. And if you have any other questions about what is the deductible costs and things like that, please, you can contact me. You do that at www.havefjall.se, so we can book a meeting there. And please subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up if you like this kind of videos, if you want me to do more of them showing all the e-service that the tax agency has. And for you all that speak Swedish, I will probably do a video in Swedish like for this as well. So press the subscribe button, and so you will know when I publish new videos. And tell all your friends about this channel as well. The more subscribers I get, then I perhaps can do even more videos like this. So, ta-ta for now, and I hope to see you soon again.